We're making homemade butter, delicious butter that you can use to flavor your food, and it's super easy to make. We're going to make it in under 5 minutes. We're going to use one ingredient, but we're going to make three varieties of butter: a cinnamon sugar butter, a spicy garlic butter, and an herb butter. I love this recipe and it's super easy to do. We're going to start with some heavy whipping cream, and we're going to pour 2 cups of heavy whipping cream into a stand mixer. You can also do the same process in a jar. We're going to whip our heavy whipping cream until it comes to a butter consistency, but there's a process to that. So here we have the whipping cream, and you could use this on cakes, but we want to continue to whip this because we're making butter. It looks like a pale cottage cheese, and what you want to happen is for the milk to separate from the fat solids, and that is what's going to create your butter. And here the butter is done. It's so easy. Told you, just keep mixing it until it forms into this ball. We're just going to remove all the butter from the whisk, and we're going to squeeze the excess milk from the butter because we don't want our butter to be rancid. So really make sure you get all of that milk out of that butter, and you can actually reuse the milk for another recipe. And here I have some fresh herbs. I'm using some flat parsley and some thyme and rosemary. I'm just going to chop up my fresh herbs and prepare it to mix into my butter since I want to make a fresh herb butter. I'm adding my herbs to my butter, and I'm going to generously season it with some salt because I want it to be a little on the salty side, but you can forego the salt. And I'm just going to mix it all in together until it's nice and blended. And I'm going to now put my butter onto some saran wrap because I'm going to create a butter log that I want. So I'm starting to form my butter log, and now I'm going to wrap it in saran wrap until it forms a nice uniformed log. And then I'm going to set this in the refrigerator for 1 hour for it to set, or you can speed up the process by putting it in the freezer for 30 minutes. My butter is nice and formed and it's set, and I have this beautiful butter pat, herb butter pat that I'm going to use to season my steak with. And this is just a great recipe to be able to make your own butter at home and flavor your food the way you would want it flavored. Here I'm just taking some cinnamon sugar butter and putting it on a piece of toast for breakfast. And that's it, guys. I hope you try this recipe. It's super easy to make, and remember to get in the kitchen. I'll see you next week for another recipe. Bye. Have a great week.